Hey everyone, it's your name channel name. And hold on to your stroopwafels because today we're diving headfirst into the Netherlands. This tiny country is bursting with more quirks and wonders than a Norse god's treasure vault. We're talking about a land where bikes outnumber people, windmills dance with the clouds, and canals whisper tales of a fascinating past. Get ready to have your minds blown wide open as we uncover 15 mind-boggling facts about the Netherlands that'll have you booking a one-way ticket faster than you can say gezelig. From their gravity-defying feats of engineering to their love of all things two-wheeled, the Dutch are truly onto something special. So buckle up, grab your favorite beverage, maybe a cuppa in honor of our Dutch friends, and prepare to be amazed. Alright mates, first up, let's talk about the ocean in the country. The Netherlands, my friends, is not afraid of a little water. Over a quarter of the country sits below sea level. Yep, you heard me right, below. Now you might be thinking, Chris, mate, isn't that, slightly terrifying? And you wouldn't be wrong. But the Dutch, they're a resourceful bunch. They didn't just surrender to the sea, they said, "Not today, Poseidon." They rolled up their sleeves, got to work, and built themselves a network of dikes and canals so ingenious it would make even a god of thunder raise an eyebrow. These guys literally reshaped their landscape, turning potential watery doom into a thriving nation. Speaking of defying the odds, let's talk about the Delta Works. Picture this. Gigantic storm barriers, robotic arms, and massive sluice gates, all working in perfect harmony to keep the raging North Sea at bay. It's like something straight out of a superhero movie. But this, my friends, is 100% real. This mega project, dubbed the eighth wonder of the modern world, is a testament to Dutch ingenuity and their unwavering determination to keep their feet dry. The Delta Works is more than just a flood defense system. It's a symbol of human resilience and a powerful reminder that even against the mightiest forces of nature, we can prevail. Now let's talk about the women of the Netherlands, known for their statuesque height. Seriously, these women could give Thor a run for his money. Their natural beauty and their fierce independence, Dutch women are a force to be reckoned with. But it's not just about looks, mates. These ladies are intelligent, educated, and know how to rock a bicycle like nobody's business. They value family, equality, and know how to enjoy the simple things in life. They're proof that you can be strong and elegant, independent and family-oriented all at the same time. Alright, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Coffee. And trust me, the Dutch know a thing or two about a good brew. These guys take their coffee seriously, drinking an average of 4 cups a day. That's my kind of people. But it's not just about the caffeine fix, oh no. Coffee in the Netherlands is a social ritual, a time to connect, relax, and enjoy some quality koffietijd. There's nothing quite like sharing a steaming cup of coffee with a friend, putting the world on pause, and just enjoying the simple pleasure of each other's company. Now, let's talk about Dutch architecture, shall we? Specifically those charming narrow houses and iconic houseboats. Ever wondered why those houses are so tall and skinny? Well, my friends, it all comes down to taxes. Back in the day, property taxes were based on the width of your house's facade. So what did the clever Dutch do? They built up, not out. This resulted in these uniquely tall and narrow houses that give Dutch cities their distinctive character. And speaking of unique living spaces, let's not forget about the houseboats. Amsterdam alone boasts over 2,500 of these floating homes. Imagine waking up to the gentle rocking of the canals, sipping your coffee with a view of the water. Hold on to your helmets, folks, because we're about to enter the realm of two-wheeled supremacy. In the Netherlands, bikes aren't just a mode of transportation, they're a way of life. With over 23 million bikes for 17 million people, it's safe to say the Dutch have a serious love affair with cycling. They've got dedicated bike paths, bike traffic lights, even bike parking garages. These guys have truly embraced the two-wheeled revolution, and it shows. Cycling is ingrained in their culture, and it's something I deeply admire. It's about freedom, sustainability, and keeping fit, all while enjoying the fresh air. So next time you're in the Netherlands, ditch the car and hop on a bike. Alright, let's talk about Amsterdam, the vibrant capital of the Netherlands. This city is a feast for the senses, with its picturesque canals, charming bridges, and a buzzing energy that's contagious. And speaking of canals, Amsterdam actually has more canals than Venice. Yep, you heard that right. They're so integral to the city that even the police patrol the waterways on boats. During festivals, the canals transform into floating parties, with boats decked out in lights and music filling the air. But the Netherlands isn't just about big cities. It's also home to some of the most charming villages you've ever laid eyes on. Take Giethorn, for example. This picturesque village has no roads, only canals. That's right, folks. You can explore this fairy tale-like village by boat, gliding past thatched roof houses and lush gardens. It's like stepping back in time, and it's utterly magical. And then there's Kinderdijk, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where you'll find 19 majestic windmills standing tall against the Dutch sky. All right, let's address the giant in the tulip field. The Dutch are tall, like really tall. We're talking about the tallest people on the planet here. Dutch men average a towering 6 feet, while women average an impressive 5 feet 7 inches. While genetics definitely play a role, some experts believe it's also down to their diet, particularly their high consumption of dairy. Whatever the reason, there's no denying the Dutch are winning the height game. Now let's talk about the Dutch lifestyle. The Dutch have a refreshing approach to life. They value quality over quantity, simplicity over extravagance. They're not afraid to ride their bikes to work, cook at home, and invest in experiences over material possessions. They understand that true happiness comes from within, from strong relationships, a connection to nature, and a sense of community. They're content with what they have, and they don't feel the need to keep up with the Joneses. The Dutch are incredibly environmentally conscious. They recycle like it's an Olympic sport, with over 80% of their waste being recycled. They've embraced renewable energy, and they're constantly looking for ways to reduce their carbon footprint. The Netherlands has special wildlife crossings to help animals safely cross busy roads, and it's rare to find a stray animal. They understand the importance of living in harmony with nature, and it shows. Now let's talk about Dutch festivals, because these guys know how to party. One of their biggest celebrations is King's Day, which falls on April 27th. On this day, the entire country erupts in a sea of orange, with people dressing up, partying in the streets and celebrating their monarch. And then there's Keukenhof, also known as the Garden of Europe. Every spring, this spectacular garden bursts into a riot of color, with over 7 million tulips blooming in a breathtaking display. The Netherlands consistently ranks among the happiest countries in the world. So what's their secret? Well, it's a combination of factors. They have a fantastic work-life balance, with many people working part-time and enjoying ample vacation time. They have a strong social safety net, with excellent healthcare and education systems. They prioritize spending time outdoors, cycling, and connecting with nature. And perhaps most importantly, they value their relationships, their communities, and the simple pleasures in life. Alright, let's talk food. Dutch cuisine isn't about fancy techniques or elaborate presentations. It's about hearty, flavorful dishes that stick to your ribs and warm your soul. From their award-winning cheeses to their irresistible stroopwafels, Dutch cuisine is all about simple pleasures and satisfying flavors. Now you might be thinking, Chris mate, all this sounds amazing, but can I afford to even set foot in the Netherlands? And the answer is yes. The cost of living in the Netherlands is surprisingly affordable, especially compared to other Western European countries. Thanks to their love of biking, their penchant for home cooking, and their modest lifestyles, the Dutch have cracked the code to living well without breaking the bank. Well, there you have it, folks. 15 mind-blowing facts about the Netherlands that prove this little country is anything but ordinary. From their gravity-defying engineering to their love of all things two-wheeled, the Dutch are onto something special. So, next time you're feeling adventurous, why not book a trip to the Netherlands? I guarantee you won't regret it. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, And always remember, life's too short not to embrace the extraordinary.